cheese and rice.
Trader Joe's always got the best shit.
You know, Trader Joe's is just like the unsung hero of just better grocery shopping.
Yeah, at first I went to Sprouts because I thought I was way in over my head.
Right.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm investing in myself. And then I was like, oh shit, how much a month?
Yeah.
And then I went to Trader Joe's and I was like, oh, I'm experimenting. I'm not experimenting.
Right.
It's just what Trader Joe's thinks I should experiment with. You know, like, hey, we get it.
Like, hey.
You're trying, trust us. And then I went to Ralph's.
Okay.
Which is slightly less than Trader Joe's, but it's just the basics.
Right. Like,
Instead of
you're
like
gonna
marinated, like Tuscan, Italy, butter croissant, chicken.
Croissant.
Yeah. You're just getting chicken.
Yeah. It'll say lemon.
Oh,
or it'll say barbecue.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
100%. I burped on that one.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Welcome to Anything for the Podcast, where anything and everything goes. I am Chris.
And I'm Memo.
And you guys are listening in to Season 5, Episode whatever.
Yeah, dude. At this point, fuck it.
This is the first season where we're like, it doesn't.
It really doesn't matter. Like, well, I only ever really know exactly where we're at the next week when we're recording, and I look back on the most
100%.
recent file I made, like
100%.
Yeah, it's because now we're recording and releasing 2 weeks later, technically. Like we're an episode behind right now, but
absolutely.
And then we had to miss an episode last week. That shit sucked, dude. But
yeah,
it is what it is. Technical difficulties. It was also a weird one. It would have been one of those like, damn, what the fuck is Memo on this time? Because it was
doesn't matter.
It was some Matrix shit for a second.
Today I was able to do one of my favorite things.
What?
Go to Target.
Oh, dude. Okay. How was it?
I love just taking my time.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit high.
Nice.
And then going to Target. Oh, it's beautiful.
Did you get what you needed to get?
Oh, that and then some.
And then some? Fuck
some
yeah.
Kombucha.
Hell yeah. Mushroom people.
Some shampoo. I was running a little bit low. And I did pick up some toothpaste. Never mind.
Fuck
okay.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
You know what I mean?
I love that when you go shopping, you come back, and then like the next day or even a couple hours later, you're just like, fuck, I should have. And then you look and you realize you left it in the bag still, and you're just like, oh, yeah,
hell
bitch.
yeah,
that's
man.
what I'm talking about.
That's why I love Target, man.
Well, it's funny because like it's the thing. Target, if you go in with expectations for Target, you're not gonna have a great time. You're gonna come out miserable. But if you go in without expectations and let Target tell you what to buy, you're going to have a great fucking... Especially when you're...
It's like Shakespeare wrote it, man.
Honestly, yeah. It was just penned out perfectly, dude. Yeah.
100%.
Except when I did it last time, because I went on Friday. I want to say I went... No, Thursday. I went Thursday to Target, and I bought pillowcases because somehow I lost my pillowcases, and I'm the only one that does laundry here, and like it's just me, you know. But I think I might have left it in a dryer downstairs, and someone might have snagged them by accident. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. They're just pillowcases. Happens. But anyways, I went and bought, and I was also killing time because I was supposed to hang out with people a little bit later. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can, just fulfill 2 hours in Target. I ripped my pen like pretty hard. And I'm in the car. I'm sitting there in the car. I'm just like, here we go. Let's fucking do it. And then, just coughing. Everyone's looking like people pass by me and they're just like, what the fuck? They're like, what the fuck? And then, dude, you know what I've been hating though? And it's been more apparent now. Are the fucking kids selling the fundraiser stubs for like the coupon stubs?
Yeah.
Dude.
Sometimes you just want to be left alone.
Yo, there's one fool at the Target in Burbank at the
fuck you. No,
yeah, dude, dead ass, you're annoying because he walks to your car.
Ooh.
Yeah, he fucking like you wait in front of the store. That's chill because then, like at least I'll have some kind of like internal conflict for ignoring you when I walk by. But dude, you walked up to the car like mid parking lot, or you walk up,
I will punch you in the face. Continue.
It's sketch, dude. Like, no, it's super fucking sketch. And then it's like, and then also they, like they're not in uniform. They're just in like normal clothes and shit. And sometimes they're wearing all black. I'm like, yo, dude, like you don't do fundraising in all black if you have to go up to people? Like, it's
Absolutely,
dude. No, that shit's so stupid. Anyways, so I had to dodge those fools when I was going into Target, because then they're like, "We'll get you on the way out." Like they'll look at them, I'm just like, "No, you won't. You fucking won't." Like, bet. Fucking bet, dude. Bet every donation you got recently. So anyways, I'm just like dodging them like high as shit, just like just fucking trying to slither through. I make it past him, and like we made eye contact when I was about to park, me and the guy that's in the parking lot, and I was like,
your first mistake.
I straight up look, I made the fucking like, nah. And then I fucking went like 3 fucking subsections of the parking lot away. And I was like, yeah. I was like, nah, food, nah. And then, but my dumbass went out the exit that he was in front of when I left Target. But like, he saw me and I just fucking just jet away. I was like, nah, dude, no. Put my head I was like adjusting my headphones, my earbuds, just to make it like, I'm going to ignore the fuck out of you if you try even like whispering. Absolutely. If you try breathing near me, like, no, just fuck off, dude. But so I'm in Target. I'm just like floating. Yeah, because when you're under it, you're just floating everywhere, and you're just fucking. But then you're so in your head, but then like you also look at shit that you don't need, and you think about it. You think about it 10 times harder. 10 times harder because you're high. You're just there like, like yo, like fucking.
I already got pots and pans, but this is nonstick. I'm pretty sure my other ones are nonstick,
dude.
But this is like extra nonstick.
Yeah.
I think I'll just go with.
Oh, is that the as seen on TV sticker? Fuck yeah! Have you been to that part of Target? The as seen on TV little
I've
aisle.
Past
it's
it.
I always want to just stop and like, because I know I'm gonna buy something there.
Yeah.
Like I look, and then I feel myself wanting to reach out and grab like a fucking like one of those like weird back scratcher fucking AM radio combos or some shit, but no, I had to walk away. But I did end up buying random shit. Like, okay, I bought the pillowcases. Turned out they were the wrong fucking size. I bought the long pillows cases, but because they're wrapped in a box, like they're wrapped in a bag, so you can't tell how long they are. But of course, if I was sober, I would have read the fucking dimensions and shit. But then, do you know the dimensions of your pillows at heart?
I
do
not.
Nope, me neither.
Maybe 12, 18 inches.
Well, okay, those are like 20 by something, right? So you're close, right?
Yeah.
So I looked at the other one, it was like 20 by 32 or some shit. I was like, fuck, dude. I was like way off. But I was like, then I realized, I can use them as something else. Like I can use them as like bags or like knapsacks or something,
Yeah.
But anyways, I ended up buying fucking the pillowcases, a deck of cards, a fucking a new golf glove, and I didn't need one. I walked by, I was like, I'm gonna try to get a size smaller. Let's see if that changes. I don't know why that thought in my head, thinking, maybe my hand will fit better, it'll feel more snug and secure. And then no, what ended up happening is I fucked up my hand and I got this mad blister right here.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's like half falling off already. It's dried out and shit, and it hurts like a bitch, dude. It hurts.
Right.
And I ended up playing golf on Saturday at DeBell over here in Burbank. Dude, so terrible. But fucking dude, every time I like grip, just little surges of pain just shooting through my hand, and I was just like, dude, what the fuck?
That'll do it.
Yeah, so I never realized the importance of a proper fitting glove in sports. Like I didn't know that's how bad it could get. So like the chafing becomes a fucking blister. But yeah, so and then I bought a Dr. Pepper, and then I was out of that bitch. Yeah, but I was just like, my night is still unfulfilled. So I went to Walmart high.
Hey,
that is a fucking
how is that?
The Walmart people versus Target people are completely different. Like you'd think they're the same, like they're somewhat cut from the same cloth. You still shop at a department store, that's the cloth you're cut. And dude, there's just like, you see like every socioeconomic class in Walmart. It's the craziest shit. Like you see like, just fools that look like, extra, like they're it's not going well for them. And then you got like fools rolling up in Teslas going into fucking Walmart. I'm like, how? Like, how are you? And then in the back of my mind, I was like, they can only afford the Tesla if they shop at Walmart. That could be it too. That's an easy way to do it. But it was crazy, but it was weird. But then like, I'm walking around and I'm trying to be like, I don't feel as comfortable in there in my high state of mind than I did at Target. I felt Target was more of like if you were trying to see feels of a store, Target is a almost like a warm apple spice smelling blanket or something like that.
Next up, I want to go to IKEA.
Ooh, I've only been to the new IKEA once, and apparently I only went into like one little subsection, and I was lost. I was like, dude.
So we're gonna go.
So that's what we're gonna play, hide and
Absolutely.
seek. We're gonna play tag in
100%.
IKEA, dude. No, didn't. Oh, there was something. Apparently, some guy got like in big trouble. They got arrested because they changed the directional arrows in an IKEA to make people go into a spiral, like into just
That'll
never.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like some people were lost. I think for like over an hour in that fucking. They couldn't get out because they kept following the arrows, and I was just like, what the fuck, dude?
Jesus.
Yeah, but. Yeah, department stores are fun when you're high. I think that's just the moral of this story. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the moral of this story.
Anything's fun when you're high.
You know what? He's right. You know what's all yeah, he's pretty fucking right. It's pretty fun until it's not fun.
Yeah. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Yeah.
Hey, Memo, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to be honest with me.
All right. Let me get into my honest answer pose.
Did you watch the revamped Lion King?
The revamped? Oh, the live action 3D
Yeah.
whatever? No, I never saw it.
Me neither, which leads to my point.
Okay.
No one asked for the revamp of Mulan. No one wants Black Widow. Shang-Chi is like maybe.
Did you watch it?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay.
Again, because I'm maybe.
Because you're a maybe on it. You don't
Yep.
know if it's worth the time. But Shang-Chi's not a revamp.
Nope.
So how did that fit in with the other ones?
I don't know. Those are just my only Marvel ones that I'm like, or Disney ones
Disney
that I'm like,
ones, yeah.
I don't really care about.
Have they? Okay, what have they revamped that's Marvel?
Revamp that's Marvel is, I don't think anything.
Daredevil. Technically, they redid Daredevil.
The Netflix one.
Yeah, the Netflix but the original was
There's rumors that the Netflix Daredevil was gonna pop up on the new Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be tight. Fucking Spider-Man ends up in Hell's Kitchen. Oh,
Ooh.
Gabo, go. Oh, that's gonna be sick, dude. I don't know. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's good. I like that.
But I think who do you think deserves a redo for a Marvel movie?
A redo?
Yeah, a redo or a revamp. Yeah. What's
of the Marvels, you got Fantastic Four.
Okay,
Ben
so
Affleck as Daredevil.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes as Blade.
Wait, you want them to redo?
No,
Blade?
These are your options.
Okay, all right.
Because you asked me
which ones. Okay, so these are the ones
is
you think
deserving of a
revamp. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they working on a Blade?
Yep. And
Okay.
I guess they kind of redid Daredevil.
Yeah, they already did.
Fantastic Four. They did it, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna.
They're gonna do it again. Yeah, I think they're gonna redo it. Yeah, because that was garbage.
There's X-Men, which you have the opportunity to, I guess, redo.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Yeah, that was it. You answered it with your.
There you go.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So with this new Spider-Man,
dude. Okay. Yes, let's get into this.
Are you ready?
Okay, here's the thing. Guess what movies I haven't watched? Any of the new Spider-Man movies, dude. I saw and here's the thing. So I visited my dad yesterday, my mom and dad.
Right.
And my dad was watching Spider-Man Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second one, right?
That's the first one.
No, okay, no. He was watching Far Away from Home. Far Away or what?
With Mysterio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was watching that one, and I was like, dude, I haven't seen these. He's like, my father, who doesn't follow shit except like Disney Channel sitcoms and Lifetime and Hallmark movies, was like, how have you not seen this yet? I've seen it. And I was like, what the fuck? And you know what he did? My dad did the funniest flex in the world, and I didn't expect it. It came out of left field, and I was like, "You fucking dick!" I respected him for it.
Right.
So he gets on the because he still has cable, right?
Uh-huh.
So he gets on the fucking guide, and he puts up it's on FX, right? The channel, and he's looking through the FX channel. He's like, "Let's see what's coming up next," and then he looks. He says, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's Venom. I haven't seen it." Really? And I was like, "Shut up, Dad." He's like, okay. And I was like, when?
Hell
when
yeah.
the fuck? And then the next one was Logan. He's like, and I was like, my friends always told me I should see Logan.
You haven't seen Logan.
And my fucking father has seen Logan, and I haven't.
No, okay.
Dude.
So out of Spider-Man, out of all of Spider-Man, out of Venom, you need to see Logan.
I know, I do. I need to fucking get
It's ridiculous how you haven't seen it yet.
I know, but I know what I basically know what happens.
Nope.
Nope.
You need to see it.
I got homework, guys. I gotta see.
You need to see Wolverine like that.
Did you see Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I still fuck.
No, Logan is way more important.
Yeah,
than
it really is.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
So I haven't, and then he was doing that, and then he was like, and then he showed me fucking the only one that I had seen that he hadn't seen was Thor Ragnarok, but he had seen the other two fucking Thors. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, Dad. Like, are you, dude? I was like, my dad was all way
you
more.
You haven't seen Thor Ragnarok?
No, I have seen.
Okay.
I've seen Ragnarok. He hasn't, but he's seen Dark World and the first Thor. I haven't seen Dark World.
Who gives a fuck about the first two?
No,
Thors?
the Ragnarok is the only good.
Yeah.
Compared to the first one, oh, dude, Ragnarok is a completely different fucking movie.
Yeah,
and I
100%.
love it. I fucking
absolutely.
It gave me that Guardians of the Galaxy feel to it, and and it's just that like. It's just a good time. Even though shit's going bad, it's a great time, you know. But so we saw all the villains that are coming back in the new Spider-Man. It's gonna be Doc Ock. It's gonna be Green Goblin.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Sandman, and it's
unconfirmed Sandman.
Really? Oh, he's unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed Jamie Foxx as Electro.
And then an unconfirmed and then is Mysterio coming back in this one or
I don't know. See that? Did you see?
I saw the trailer.
But you didn't see the
what?
The ending of Far From Home. No, did you watch the second Spider-Man?
I know that. My dad and I finished it. Like we saw that. We saw Mysterio. I saw the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
of it.
So you saw Mysterio was like, oh, Spider-Man's Peter Parker.
Yeah, and then everyone finds out that he's Peter Parker.
Yeah,
and then, but everyone thinks he killed Mysterio, but it was the drones that killed Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, that means Mysterio killed himself.
Who cares?
But yeah, who cares? Thanks, Chris. And you know what perplexed my dad? Okay, so Spider-Man gets with Zendaya in the second one. What happened to the girl from the first one? I was like, does it? What?
Oh, that's one of the plot holes that people are bringing up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So then my dad was like, what the fuck is up with that? I was like, I didn't see the movies. I don't know. And I was like, does it matter? Because Zendaya's character is Mary Jane, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, Dad, that's why. Because her name's Mary Jane. Anyone named Mary Jane is probably going to be, gravitating towards Spider-Man at some point. Anyone else is just going to get pushed away and just forgotten. They probably moved. They probably moved to another fucking country or something in the comic. Who knows?
Because her dad was the Vulture.
True. Maybe she's in some kind of protective
one. That's
custody.
Another villain that's coming back.
Okay.
Apparently. So
supposedly.
You got, that's at least 5, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Shocker, who was introduced in the first one.
Oh, yeah, Shocker.
That's at least 6, so that's the Sinister 6.
Mm-hmm.
There was Scorpion, who was introduced in the first one. So that's at least 7.
That's 7. If they all come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they decide to do that. Who were the other villains in... Because
there was Sandman. There was Electro in the and then there was Rhino in the
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Yeah,
there was no Sandman wasn't in Andrew Garfield.
No, Sandman was in Toby.
Yeah,
the OG.
Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, and Venom.
You know who the final boss is going to be?
Who?
The guy that killed Uncle Ben.
Come on.
He has to be, dude. That's the final Peter Parker boss in all of them, dude. Like, come on. And then he's gonna be wearing a Spider-Man mask, and then he's gonna take off, and it's gonna be the guy who killed Uncle Ben, and then he's gonna take it off, and it's just gonna be a clone of one of the Parkers.
I think one of the stories was that the guy who did kill Uncle Ben was the Hobgoblin.
in the comics.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say bullshit on that.
There was one that I think there was one that Cassidy was the guy who killed, and it was Carnage. Eventually, who became Carnage, but he remained he was Cassidy when he killed him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. No one. Yeah, and I was talking to my dad about. Yeah, that's one thing I was talking to my dad about, the alternate timelines or the alternate endings and shit, because he was like, because we were. It's funny how it came up too. Me and my dad were talking about comic. The only reason we talked about comic books was because we were thinking that if World War I or II, or if there was ever world peace, if it was achieved before the time of superhero comic books, superhero comics would never exist. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because there had to have been so much despair and so much like this feel of hopelessness that these artists and these authors decided to like create a superhero that would, fulfill beyond everyone's needs, And then but then my dad was like, well, no, I mean, there would still, I said there wouldn't be comic books. He's like, no, there would still be comic books, but they'd be like more like Robin Hood types. Like a Batman might exist because he's not in the sense of like a hero with superpowers. He's just gifted, smart, and rich. So you'll have more vigilante superheroes, or like Zorro. You'll have more Zorro-like comics. You'll have more like anything like that. And then you wouldn't have like Captain America would never exist. Probably or shit like that. Not. No. And then Superman was also known to be like fighting commies and fighting Nazis and shit like that, But like I don't remember if there was ever like a Batman series where he fought in a war or wartime Batman until maybe later in our generation. But I'm talking about kind of like in the first 2 or 3 decades of comics. I don't think that existed. Yeah. No. And then we were talking about that, and then we were talking just about like I was telling him about Batman. We were talking about Batman and Robin. He's like, yeah, the Robin character is a little weird, blah blah blah. Because but I thought he was going one direction. He's like, no, he's weird because he stopped existing for maybe like 5 or 6 different comic book series of Batman, because there was a lot after. It was just Batman. No more Robin involved. And then my dad was like, maybe it was because of the whole guy running around with kids with spandex, like it was something, he had like some kind of like Michael Jackson complex or some shit, you know what I mean? But we were talking about that, and then we were talking about one comic in particular in Mexico that's really popular. It was really, really fucking popular, and it got so popular that it even became like something over here. Like they made movies about it in the States. It's called Calimán. So Calimán is the weirdest shit ever, dude. It's not weird, but he's basically this like super roided out like Superman body kind of guy, but he wears a hijab. Is that what it is? No, the turban, yeah. I thought there was another name. No, the hijab is for the women to not see. You can only see their eyes. Right. That's the hijab. They put on. Yeah, he has a turban. He has this like big like gem on his turban, and it says like K for Calimán. And the story about Calimán, it's an interesting. Like it's weird. His origin story is weird. He was an abandoned orphan in Egypt, who was adopted by this rich family, who also had special powers and training that they received by these monks I believe in India. And so that's where the whole kind of just like, the Calimán comes in. Like he kind of looks Indian, like he looks like he's from India, but he's from a like mixed background. And he has blue eyes, piercing blue eyes, slightly tanned skin. Yeah. But, you could tell he kind of has the features like if someone
That's
from
the
India.
Middle Eastern like version of, hey, this is a mixed race kid.
Yeah, but this came out a long time when my dad was like in the 70s. Mm-hmm. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then he was telling me like, yeah, dude, like this guy had all these crazy powers. And then we started, dude, it was just such a funny conversation. Just me and my dad talking about like the ridiculousness of comic books and like superhero shit. Like he's like, Calimán always had a random power for anything that happened. Like he was always like he could morph his body into different ages. Like he could shapeshift his body so he could look older or he could look younger. Yeah. And then he had telekinesis. Like, and then he could also he was super strong. He knew like all these secret martial arts, and And then like and then my dad was like, and then it got really ridiculous because like there were days, there were episodes or comic books that he would be in like ancient times, like ancient Machu Picchu, fighting off like some kind of like witch doctor that's like trying to kill everyone and shit like that, like, you know, and things like that. But then he's like, but Kaliman also had comics of him during this time, but they never differentiated like a series like, oh, Kaliman travels back in time. It was literally just an anthology of just him and random shit like, oh, let's see what happens if we threw Kaliman in ancient Egypt. So there was one in Egypt where he fights the Sphinx.
No continuity.
No, none at all. Yeah, and then my dad was like, yeah, dude, Kaliman stayed like 30-something for like 70 years. I was like, well, yeah. And then he's like, it's a cartoon. It's a comic, but it's really cool. And he want.
It was a cartoon.
Kind of. It became a cartoon, I think, at one point, but in Mexico, like it was a Mexico thing. Yeah, we didn't get it out here until, I think, it was a live action thing before, and then it turned into a radio series. It was like a radio series before it turned into a movie. So every day for 30 minutes around 8 o'clock, my dad doesn't even remember what radio station it was, but they would have 30-minute just radio shows of Kaliman comics turned into episodes, technically. And then that's how they thought of like the movie ideas and blah, 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 how it would sound, you know, with dialogue, but it was through the radio show first.
Damn.
It's pretty cool, dude. It's pretty cool. It's like,
I heard, that might be the same as a Superman, because that's when I like during back in the time when the radio was the shit. They would like just shake like tinfoil like sheets.
Well, yeah,
and that was like the sound of like thunder or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude.
For like a Superman, and when he would like fly through the sky and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably around the same time.
Yeah, for sure. It's around that exact same time. But that's the thing with radio. Like radio always had crazy shit like that. I mean, or the H.G. Wells, War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know about the broadcast that shook the world, right? So, yeah, because they read a version of Orson is it Orson Welles or H.G. Wells? I think it's H.G. Wells. I think it's. Anyways, they read fucking not the time machine. War of the Worlds on the radio, and they added the sound effects and fucking scared the shit out of everyone. They thought it was a real emergency broadcast because that's just how they started. It was just a cold start, just bam, shit's happening, guys. We got to get the fuck out of here. They're like, whoa, what? But nothing. I don't see anything outside. You know, that's how crazy. That's how easy it was to just like spark the imagination back in the day.
It's like taking over television right now with no warning. You take over Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
With a short story of aliens taking over. People will believe that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like imagine if you could pay enough to interrupt a live broadcast of something or something has like big ratings, big numbers, and you could just throw in a fucking Kit Kat commercial in the middle, you know, or right in the first, or no, you tell them, or like if someone did that shit, like with let's say like an asteroid coming towards Earth, like fucking Armageddon.
Imagine that as like the trailer for Paranormal Activity,
or no, the other one, what's the
Mars Attacks?
Oh, imagine Cloverfield.
Yeah,
because I remember the trailer for that was just party footage, and then the fucking Statue of Liberty's head flies off because of the monster, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like when I saw, if you weren't aware that you're in a movie theater, like let's say you just woke up from like a long nap and you watch that, you're just like, what the fuck is going on outside? You
Seriously.
know, how did I miss that? How did that not wake me up? Yeah, dude, that shit's crazy. But the new Spider-Man. Back to what we were talking about, Spider-Man in comics. But yeah, I have to watch the new Spider-Mans just so I can,
highly recommend it.
I know, and you know what? And they weren't. The last 20 minutes of what I watched were great. I was like, okay, cool. I am missing out, but why didn't I watch them in theaters? That's right. I was in full-time school and full-time work mode.
Fucking nerd,
dude. No, it's not. No, it didn't work out, but it is pretty bad what's going on right now in Texas. That's pretty fucked up. Like,
hey man, I heard you broke 100.
So today I'm still wearing. That's why I'm still wearing the shirt, dude. I was like, I'm feeling it, bro. I'm fucking feeling it. I finally broke 100 today.
Congrats.
I shot a 99, so it was this close to not being the number, but fuck, dude, I finally did it after a year and a couple months of golfing. A year and 3 months of golfing. I finally fucking broke 100.
Congrats.
And I got second place in the tournament that I play in. So that was nice. Second place of my group. Mm-hmm. And we're the shittiest group.
Right.
So you're
on your way up.
Today I wasn't that bad. And I was so scared. Okay, so what the guy does is kind of, it's not fucked up. It's funny. But he has for last place, whoever shot the worst score,
right.
He has a toilet paper roll that says, like shittiest round, and then it has the stickers of the stickers of the logo that I made for the tournament. Right. So I was just like, I kind of want it just because I want to have something with the shit that I made, but I was like, no, you're better than that, dude. Get the fuck out of here. But the guy that scored the lowest he scored 104. So
ooh, it was a close race.
It was pretty close. Yeah, he shot a 104 or 105, something like that. And so I was just like, fuck, dude, like if I had shot how I normally shoot, the toilet paper would have been mine. But the front nine, I was 9 over on the front nine. So I played bogey golf on the front. And then the fucking next one, the back nine, that shit, like, one, it was hot as balls, dude. By the time we got to the back nine, it was, I want to say it was like 12:30, and it was hot today. Today was it was a dry hot today. Yeah. Like, it was fucking burning. Like, I was fucking hating it. And here's the thing. So today wasn't supposed to work out the way it worked out. I woke up, I set my alarm to 6:30, and I did that last night before getting high. Because I was like, oh yeah, if you do it sober, you're going to do it right. Nope. My fucking dumbass set it to 6:30 p.m., dude. 6:30 fucking p.m. And it's funny. Memo. And I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, I still got like 2 hours. Like, I was restless because I wanted to play, but then I was like, no, dude, sleep, because you're going to suck if you don't sleep. Yeah, I ended up sleeping way more than I had to, or than it was planned, but I woke up at 8. And I had to get to Chino Hills. And, oh, yeah, that's right. If anyone remembers from the other podcast, the place that I hated, that I said I would never go back to, I fucking went back. And I broke 100 there, so it's cool.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, right? What the fuck? It's like, oh, my God. I have another kind of like analogy that kind of like a story that goes along with that. You know how they say here in the Valley, the easiest DMVs are Arleta and like Van Nuys? Okay, so I failed my driver's test every time at those places. So I failed it 3 times at the easiest fucking DMVs, and everyone said avoid Glendale because they're real tough, and then Glendale streets are just full of terrible drivers. That's a fact, not an opinion. And fucking I was like avoiding it, and then I had to fucking redo the written test because you have to redo it, and then I set up my appointment, and I fucking passed at the fucking Glendale one without any marks. So I was like, wait, how if I drove this?
Right.
So at this point, it's because I had shitty fucking examiners or whatever, the fucking proctors. Yeah. But anyways, back to golf. Yeah, fucking the back nine was just fucking bad, dude. Like, the back nine was so hot, it was so bad, and it was just like, I only brought 1 water bottle with me because I didn't have time for my routine. I have a routine when I go out to these tournaments. I'll wake up an hour before I really should drive off, and then I'll go get like coffee, and then I'll go get my drinks for the day, so I don't have to buy fucking $10 cans of Budweiser at the fucking thing. And I was like, nope, dude, I had to rush. I woke up right at 8. I was like, fuck. I texted the guy like, yo, if I get there, I'm going to get there like right at 9 when the first tee time is. Luckily, my tee time wasn't until later. Dude, I never like got out of my apartment like so quick. Like, just ran. Yeah. And then I go downstairs, I get in the car, and I'm just like, fuck, I got to get the buy-in, the cash buy-in. So I had to go to the market. So I did go to the market, but I was like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and if I roll up right now, looking all like, like, fuck, I'm barely awake, buying seltzers and shit, or like beer and my water bottles, they're gonna look at me like, the fuck is going on here, dude?
Who gives a fuck?
And I know, but I go there. I constantly go to this market, you know.
That's
so
true.
so
Yeah.
whenever I have to buy alcohol, I go to other markets because I just don't want them to think I have an issue. But anyways, so I'm supposed to make it to according to Waze, I was supposed to get to the golf course in Chino at like 9 o'clock, right? And I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can work this out, because usually they don't put the hackers first. They'll put us last or second to last. They put us second this time, but whatever. I get on the freeway and I'm fucking speeding. Like I'm going like
hell yeah.
I'm going like 95 on the 134.
Okay, Memo, come on.
Yeah, no, yeah, bad. And then on the 210, there was a part of the 210, like I think right before Pasadena. No, right before Arcadia, like it starts, like the Arcadia City line or whatever. There was a fucking accident there, and they blocked off all the lanes. Like I saw the fucking CHP doing it. I was like, great. This is what I needed. Yeah. And it's funny because like right when they let us go, it was only 5 minutes because they were just moving a car from the side of the road when it was crashed over, and they had the ambulance there. So I think another car was crashed, but I think they already towed it.
Yeah.
And I'm there, and then as soon as they let us go, I'm just like creeping. As soon as my back bumper passes a cop, like that, they're not gonna chase me. Fucking just all the way. And it's funny, at the last stretch of the freeway, like before I get off in Chino, I look over to my right because I see this dude doing this. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's Aaron's brother Nino, who was playing the tournament too, but he's in one of the upper groups. But he saw me and he was like, I was like, oh cool, I'm not the only one that's late. It's fucking rules. So he was like, we park and we pay for the shit, and then he's like, Memo, I was gonna call you because you were going fucking like 95, and there were like at least 5 cops like that I saw that didn't do shit to you. Like I was like, oh damn. Fuck. He's like, yeah, you got lucky because they were preoccupied following someone else that they didn't notice you zooming by. But dude, like I was gonna tell you, you're gonna get a ticket. You're gonna get a fucking ticket if you keep driving like that. And in my head, I was like, I know I'm gonna get a fucking ticket. Like I was like, that's all I'm gonna need today, dude. Yeah. Get a ticket, get a really expensive fucking ticket, miss your game or get there late, and shoot over 100, and you're just gonna fucking hate life. And you said you'd never come back to this fucking golf course, but it all worked out. So the stars misaligning in the morning gave me just the perfect, just disgust and hate for the world, and I just let it out on that golf course, and I broke my record, dude, and I broke my fucking record. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah. I was so happy. I won $15. Yeah, dude. But yeah, man. So now my next goal is to do it again. I don't want to say my next goal is break 80 or break 90.
I know we said
lower.
A few weeks ago, our goal was to break 100, and I am the furthest from it. If anything, I am worse than when I started.
Just because you haven't been playing.
I have not been.
No,
playing
the last time was when we went to the driving range, right?
Yep.
And that was just the driving.
Ask me the time before that because I couldn't tell you.
No, it might have. It wasn't when we went that one time, right, to Hanson?
Could have been.
It might have been, dude. It might have been. Fuck. Yeah, it was a while. So you got a reason. You're just rusty because you haven't played. That's it. Yeah, you have, because Chris, you have that natural ability to play golf. Like I'm so.
Stop you right there, Memo. It's just a natural born gift. You know what I mean?
Okay, Chris. So yeah, you have a nice draw that I wish I could hit. Like it does that perfect. It just happens. It's just natural. Did you play baseball growing up?
For 1 year.
Okay, that's why you can hit a draw. Because a lot of people that play baseball or played baseball for like multiple years and are used to like that kind of swing, they're gonna hit a fade or like a cut more. So the left to right.
I need to like bring my elbow in on the.
You know what I did the other day? I did the t-shirt thing. I put you fold a t-shirt and you tuck it under your armpit. And the reason why, if you think you're not in the pocket as often, it's because this is dislocating, like it's misaligning.
Right.
So if you keep it like this and you keep the shirt in after your swing and it doesn't fall out, you did it right.
Oh.
But if it falls out on your down on like right in the middle of your backstroke, that means you're misaligning it.
Yeah.
You're not in perfect sync while you're doing it. I think
that might be a big issue of my swing.
For me, what I noticed is because at the end, so where I fucked up on the back nine is my slice got really bad on some of my drives, but on the front they were fine. But on the back, I was playing a little bit of my cut so that I would aim it left. It would land either in the middle or on the right side of the fairway. Mm-hmm. Nah, dude, when I was like, oh, cool, I have a big wide fairway and I'm going to aim it left so it'll land right in the middle. No, dude, it went straight left. I was like, wow, why can't you do that when I want you to do that? And so I was playing my slice, and then when I stopped playing my slice, it came back. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. So I gotta get that consistency down too, because that's what I noticed with my irons as well. Like I just fucking it's all misaligned, and then like my weight balance is my biggest issue. So when I go, I lean back a lot. So I have the tendency to do this. But that goes back to the old baseball swing, because that's kind of how you swing. You have to swing up with the baseball swing. So you have this natural kind of just like crack like that, almost in a sense like you're tucking, but you're leaning back on it so that you can get that like real good angle, that full body angle or some shit. Yeah. So that's where I fuck up with it. That's where my technique goes like way wrong. So I can't stay on my left leg. And I don't know why. I always go back to my right. And I think it's subconsciously because I want my ball to have flight, because a lot of my problems before was hitting down on it. So I was like, okay, if I don't hit down, I don't hit down if I fucking lean back a little. But I end up leaning back way too much. So when I lean back too much, the club face is like fucking facing the other fairway rather than the middle when I hit it. So it's a swipe like that, rather than a push forward. Yeah, dude, that's physics.
Well, that's
coaching. That's dude. Yeah. So but yeah, man. So I'm happy. I'm glad. I'm looking forward to lowering that personal best even more, and I'm 100%. Hoping that it keeps going. I want to hit 95 soon. Like today, I was looking at my fucking scorecard, and I was like, dude, there were so many doubles that did not have to be doubles, and some of them were 3 putts. I was so fucking pissed. Like dumb 3 putts, like
they'll do it. They'll do it for you.
Like 2 feet from the whole 3 putts. Like I chipped it so perfectly, and then because they were downhills,
just kept on going.
Like this conversation is. But that was anything for the podcast, where anything and everything goes. My name is Memo.
I am Chris.
Guys, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Appreciate it as always.
We'll catch you guys next time. Go check out the previous episodes. They were a lot of fun. Go check out Jose's. That one should have dropped already.
Hopefully.
Yeah. If nothing goes wrong with the fucking technology and shit, but
science.
All right, guys. Oh yeah, and don't do coke and fentanyl. That's really, really bad. That shit is
yikes,
dude. I wanted to bring that up. I totally forgot. But yeah, everyone be careful with what you're doing out there. All right. I mean, drugs are fun, but sometimes the fun ends really quickly. So be careful, guys. Have fun. Take care, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.